So for my focus project, I decided to investigate the mind of a school shooter and what a school shooter is made up of. And I feel like this is important to me because I go to school and I am at risk of a school shooting every day. And I feel like it's important to the community for that aspect as well, because school shootings not only affect the school, but they can affect the community as a whole. So I decided to do a head, and I feel like this is an effective argument because it is more appealing than a PowerPoint, and I feel like it draws your attention more. And so that's really each. I drew a couple of some pictures on here, and each picture represents what my research found. And so I'm going to go through them real quick. The fame aspect is that school shooters want the fame. They want everybody to know their name, and they're also outcasts. They're usually, which is kind of weird, but until they die or until they do the school shooting, they want to be in the shadows, but then they emerge and they want everyone to know who they are, which is just kind of weird, but that's what the research showed. And next we have the factors, which are financial insecurity and not getting maybe the amount of meals, which I feel like Carrollton High School does well, which I feel like makes us less at risk because like during the coronavirus, we're still providing meals to these low-income families, which is great, which makes the people at that home less financially insecure. They're able to get meals. But the next one is something that Carrollton High School can't control, and only the people at the homes can control, which is a broken home, which is a divorce. And really, the only way you gotta talk to a kid, if you see a kid sad, you should probably go up and say, "Hey man, is everything all right?" Along those lines. I mean, teachers tell us to do that all the time. Nobody, myself, we don't do it. But I feel like if we were to start doing it more, maybe just a hey in the hallway, how are you doing? Something that doesn't really take time out of your day, then everything, we would see maybe a decrease. Next, I drew a white male who's a teenager in order to convey that 97% of the school shootings are occurred by white males. They're the ones who do it. And I just feel like this is an effective image because it kind of represents what a school shooter would look like. And next, I have solutions that are written on here, which are universal background checks, which are just tools to where the government, or mainly the government, looks into people, and if we did it for everybody and finds out their medical history, what if they have anything wrong with them in the brain, if they're psychologically damaged, and I feel like that would be effective because we could see these signs and we could know, and then we could eliminate this possible threat. And then the next solution that I have would be gun control, but I don't really think this solution would work. If you were to ban all assault rifles, the school shooters would still be able to get their hands on them, and the people who, actually enjoy going to shoot assault rifles would not be able to enjoy their hobby, which I feel like is just unfair. And so in order to keep the balance maintained, school shooters are, if they want it bad enough, they're still going to get their hands on it. But overall, what my research showed is that school shootings can be prevented, which is the last picture I have, which is an Instagram logo. The Parkland shooter posted this message about shooting up the schools 5 days before, or 5 to 1 days before. There were signs leading up, and so if we were able to see those signs, that Parkland shooting would have been stopped. But what I feel like is mainly what my research showed is that school shootings can be stopped, but they're never going to probably 100% stop. People are crazy. You're not going to completely eliminate the threat, but if you look for these signs that are on my head, I feel like we could see a reduction in school shootings, which I feel like is very important to everyone. Everybody should be able to live the life they want. Everybody should be able to live the life they deserve. And so by doing these steps that are on my head, we could minimize the effects of a school shooting, not only in our county, but in the United States as a whole. Thank you.